Okay, well, it's snowing outside pretty good, so I reckon I'm gonna do a wheel bearing. Got some little heaters to warm me up since I don't work in the car. My light is out. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna start by getting this one off. Wow, it's dark, holy crap. Alright, so I got the wheel off and something was rubbing right here. It's probably since the angle of the wheel changed. It's a 13, so it's just barely big enough. Sweet Bondo right there. Oh, I meant to get silicone in that. La 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 la. Okay, so that's the caliper size. I can't really. I know the bearing, something's bad, but I guess I gotta take this caliper off, unhook this, and just get the whole hub assembly off. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so as you can see, that's pretty sure this is supposed to be flush with that. Could be wrong, but you definitely shouldn't be able to see all that crap. That looks like the that's the outer seal, it looks like. So yeah, there's definitely an issue there. So we're just gonna go ahead and get it off, see what happens. Alright, so we got this off, and it was grinding on the axle. You can see a little bit. I don't think it was that bad. It still moves freely. Last time I had a wheel bearing go out, it ruined the CV joint. So then you look here and you can see that it was grinding around. You can tell that the bearing was coming out. It's at a good angle too. Here, take a listen to that. That is not a good wheel bearing sound. So I'm not sure if this is reusable or not. I can pull another one off the other car, but I'd prefer not to. I'll have to just investigate that one. So it appears that the spacer in here has melted, because I know my dad said he saw something fall off the car when we were driving it, but I don't see a spacer in here. So I guess I gotta go ahead and pull the other one, and look, it melted two of the bearings, the little rollers, it melted them together. It must have got kind of hot in there, I figure, but I wasn't gonna not drive it home. So that's kind of cool. Alright, well, I gotta go pull the other one off the other car then. Crap. Alright, so we're out here in the weather, and I was taking this off. Frickin', it was stupid. But then I just realized that when I finally got all these loose, and I'm like, wait, 4 by 14.3, so it won't work because it's the wrong bolt pattern for my wheels. So I guess I'm just gonna wait to go to the junkyard on probably the 14th, because 14th through the 18th is half off day at Pick and Pull. I was thinking about buying like a bumper and some side skirts too, since they'll be cheap. But I guess I'm waiting till then to finish this project. Wish I wouldn't have came out here and remembered that though. I wish I would have figured it out before I came out here in the cold. But alright, I'm cleaning up. Okay, so I'm working on my wheel bearing, catching up. I got to the junkyard and I got I got my hub. The bearings on this hub that I just bought were going out. I got one of them out already. Paul gave me a really good trick. What you do, can't hardly see it. Crap. Hold up. There. Okay. What you do is you weld along the bearing. And what it does is when it cools down, it shrinks the weld does apparently. So it comes out really easy. So I got it popped out pretty much. I just gotta hit a little bit and try and be careful not to mess it up. But that looks good. And then the spacer is a little metal thing, honestly. I didn't know what to expect because I just know that mine melted. But that's the spacer that goes in the hub. It's just it's a few, I'd say, 1/4 inch thick. But I got my new bearings. I got those in the freezer, so hopefully they'll go in. It's really cold out here, so maybe it won't work. Or no, maybe I'll like put a little weld on here just to heat up this, so then when I drop my cold bearing, my cold races in, it works. Maybe that's what I'll do. So my races, they go in this thick part down, so then the race sets, the actual bearing sets in on the race like that, and then this goes in, the other one goes that way. Alright, so let's just fast forward a little bit and get to some good stuff. Oh, okay, by the way, this is an ABS knuckle off of a 2001 Rio, I think. But I saw online somebody used the ABS knuckle, so I think it will be fine. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try and do this bearing myself because it's $40 to get it done and I don't feel like it. So that's a lot of money. Okay, so I got the new races in. What I did, I had them in the freezer, and it's a little cold outside, so it didn't work super well, but I had my little race tool and I used a hammer and I hammered them in. They fit in about 1/4 of the way in, and then I had to hammer them. But I'm sure if I would have had these races in the freezer and then right after I welded tried to put them in instead of it's been like 45 minutes because I take forever doing stuff. But I think what I gotta do next is I gotta put that oil seal on. Oil seal, then you get your, oh god damn, that's dirty. Stupid table. Alright, so then you do oil seal, and you do race, then you do spacer, then you do other race after you get that in, and then you do oil seal on the other side, and then you're done. But I need to go get some bolts or see if I can't find somebody with a press that will just let me press it real quick. Thanks. Okay, so I've got it all together. I think I did it wrong. What you're supposed to do is you are supposed to install everything on the knuckle, then press the hub in. But I didn't have a press and I was just goofing off doing it. What I did is I put the seal, I installed it the same way it came out. So when you push this out, it came off with a race and a hub. Not a race, it came off with, yeah, well technically. It came off with the bearing and the oil seal, so I put the bearing and oil seal on this, well on the hub. Then I put it in, then I got this race on, and I put the spacer in the middle. And then I just put this oil seal in. I'm pretty sure I did it wrong, and I can't figure out how to make my stupid torque wrench work. It's worked before, it's not working now, so It's just cold and I'm freaking tired. So I'm just gonna get this put on the car and then hopefully it's perfect and I don't have to do more bearings in 2,000 miles or so. Probably, well, if it's wrong, it's gonna just eat the bearings real quick and it will be fine. But I'm just upset about it. So I guess I'm gonna put it back on, see how it goes. Alright, so what I ended up doing, I decided to do it the right way because the way that you just watched is wrong, and if you try to put your hub back in the knuckle the way I did, that the bearings will not seat properly and it will not work out correctly. So basically what you do is you install your new races, bearings, and oil seals into the knuckle, and then you press the hub into the knuckle. And basically what you want to do to press that without a shop press, you're going to make your way to Home Depot, or I went to a Tractor Supply because you can buy bolts by the pound there, and that was significantly cheaper than if you were to go to Home Depot or Lowe's or any place like that. Either way, what you do, you need some washers that fit on the race, well, no, on the bearing, and then you need a washer that fits on the hub, and then you need a bolt, and you just tighten the bolt, and then it will slowly press in. And what you want to do is you just want to keep tightening it until the hub is sitting in the right spot. And you can feel once it's like getting, once it'll be pretty easy to turn, honestly, to turn the bolt to press the hub into the knuckle. But then after you keep pressing it, it'll eventually it'll feel really, really firm, and then that's when you're done. I just pulled off my other hub because I was doing control arms at the time, and I just went and took a look at it to make sure. Then I just like lined up my spacings, because you're also supposed to check the preload, which is the amount of force it takes to spin the hub with it when it's like connected to the axle or something like that. Either way, I didn't do it because you needed a torque wrench with a different unit of measurement that my broken torque wrench couldn't measure anyway. So either way, you check the preload, or if it looks good enough for you, then I guess it looks good enough. I felt more confident since I pressed it together the right way. I felt like it's not going to break. And that's pretty much how you want to do it. I'll post some words that I had with Paulie D here. Not Paulie D. I'll post some words that I had with Paul that he told me how to do it. So if you want some directions via words, then you can have them. But that's it for this one. Again, very poor videography, but I'll do my best to not have a lot of troubles with what I'm doing so I can actually film some good stuff. All right, thanks guys.